right, today we're going to talk about tips to know whether or not you are eating enough, okay? I see this a lot with a lot of my clients. A lot of it, these symptoms are in fact related to not eating enough, but then when you don't eat enough, you start to kind of catapult into other symptoms. You start to have some hormone issues, some gut issues, metabolism issues, all those things that I specialize in working with clients and helping them to optimize hormones, metabolism, and gut health. But a lot of women, I do work with some men, but most of my clients are women, are not eating enough. They think eating low calorie and doing high volumes of exercise is their way to lose weight, despite the fact they're not losing weight, and in some cases they might actually be putting on weight, but they still continue on this journey because it's what's thrown at us or shoved down our throats from a marketing aspect, you know, in the mainstream media. And you know, I get it a lot. I can't tell you how many times clients are like, you just don't know what to believe, what to think, because there's so much coming at you. And if you guys would just step back and just realize keep it simple. Keep it simple. Simple is what works. Just go to the basics of the body and how the body works. And once you start doing that and stop trying to find the quick fixes, the magic pills, you know, the crash diets that promise they can take 10 pounds off of you in the next 30 days, just buy this program and their food and the magic pills that they have. And yeah, maybe you drop 10 pounds, but 3 months from now you put 15 back on. So it's a horrible cycle, and you're just, you know, it's wrecking havoc on your body. But anyways, okay, so I have them down so that I don't forget any and I don't trail off. Okay, first sign that you are not eating enough is broken sleep. If you are having trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, getting good quality sleep, if you wear some kind of wearable that monitors your sleep and you can tell if you're getting some REM or some deep sleep, how long it takes you to fall asleep, how many times you're waking up throughout the night. If this is a continuous cycle, like going on for weeks and months, then that needs to be addressed. I mean, every once in a while we all have a shitty week, right? And we just don't have good sleep and, you know, it just sucks. But it's not sustained. It doesn't last for a long period of time. If your broken sleep is continuous, like I said, weeks on end, months on end, there's some issues there and we need to look at what's going on. It can definitely be related to not eating enough, and then not eating enough and having those broken sleep cycles. You start to get into cortisol issues, and it's just a catastrophe, basically. Not one that can't be fixed, but it's no fun to be in that state whatsoever. All right, next, if you're moody, if you are hangry, if you snap very quickly. So this is part of when you do a calorie deficit or a cut in a controlled situation. I do go ahead and warn my clients. Typically I do a cut for 30 days with my clients, and I do go ahead and warn them, like weeks 2 and weeks 3, you might be a little hangry. You might want to warn your husband that you might be a little hangry. Or if you snap at road rage when you normally don't have any road rage, some of that is definitely due to a reduced calorie state. Now, this again, when I'm talking with my clients, is in a controlled state. We know it's a 30-day period. I tell them about these behaviors or feelings that they may have so that they can take a step back and breathe for a second and realize it's just a short-term calorie deficit and they'll get food soon enough. But if you are in a continual calorie deficit for an extended period of time, and you notice you're unhappy, you have anxiety, depression, you're very quick, snappy, you're moody, again, you're not eating enough food, okay? Number 3, no energy. If you crash every single day, or you're having to drink a ton of caffeine every single day to get through the day, you're not eating enough. You are not having proper nutrition coming in to fuel your energy throughout the day. You should feel good all day long. I personally only have like a couple cups of coffee in the morning. That's more ritual and routine than actual like needing the caffeine, I guess you could say. But if you are drinking coffee all day long, or you're drinking coffee at 2, 3, 4 p.m. in the afternoon so that you can finish the work day and then go home to do the kids' work, whatever it may be, activities, like you need that to get through the day, you need to be eating more first and foremost. You definitely need more nutrition coming in, and then we need to work on reducing some of that caffeine because that is really hard on the body. Next, constipation. This is a sign of not eating enough. You have some backed up bowels. Basically, a lot of my female clients, I would say 8 out of 10 when they start with me, have a lot of constipation. They're going to the bathroom 2-3 days out of 7 in a week, and that is not good. Constipation, guys, can lead to diverticulitis, it can lead to IBS, it can lead to leaky gut, it can lead to a variety of dysfunctions that eventually turn into disease. So it is not normal not to poop every day. That is your body's way of detoxing itself. You don't need some juice cleanse or something like that to detox. You just need to poop every day. So you need to eat whole foods, you need to be hydrated, and you need to move. You need to exercise your body and pump that blood through the body so that it can stimulate your digestion to move along. Painful, irregular periods, or no period. Now this is an extreme symptom. This comes from an extended period of reduced calorie and where you get your body fat so low that you're past a point of a good healthy mark and you lose your cycle. A lot of bodybuilders lose their cycle as they're coming closer to their show. And if they have a good coach, this is in a very controlled manner, and then they help them get their cycle back immediately after the show. And the reason, again, they lose theirs is because their body fat is so low at this period right before they go on stage. But it is not sustainable, and it is not a lifestyle body fat percentage. So if you have lost your cycle due to reduced calories, you're not eating enough, and you have hardly any fat on you, that is not healthy. And again, you are asking, that's a dysfunction in the body. You are bringing or begging for some kind of disease or something to come along from that. A lot of hormone issues. So don't do that. Don't do that. Next, cravings. Okay, like we're talking uncontrollable, unsatiable cravings. And cravings like things that you would normally have no inclination to eat make your mouth water. You start, and typically it's sugary cravings increase in a calorie deficit period. And so if you're just having these just uncontrollable sugar cravings, and maybe they cause a binge session, you know, you've restricted, and that's a whole other conversation, but then you end up binging on it, and you binge because you just can't get satisfied with that sweetness. You just need more and more and more. That is a definite sign that you are eating too little. When I have clients that are doing a cut, and if we can't make the 30 days because they're starting to have these symptoms, or they're starting, I'm seeing some behaviors that they're having while we're in the cut of going off the plan and having these foods and things like that. Those are all signs that calories need to come up immediately because they are not in a good mental state with their food relationship, basically. And we need to satisfy those hunger hormones and chill out those cravings, basically. Next, okay, yeah, if you're constantly, and these two kind of go together, if you are constantly thinking about food, if you are thinking about your next meal, if you are thinking about your next snack, if you, one of the things I work on with clients too is if you're eating something and all you can think about is that next bite, you are not enjoying the current bite that you are eating. All you can think about is getting to that next one, getting to that next one, getting to that next one until it's gone. And before you know it, you've cleaned an entire plate. You're still not full. You're still not satiated because you ate so fast, and you haven't satisfied any of the cravings that you're having as well. All signs that your calories need to come up, okay? Hair loss and feeling cold. So these are two symptoms or signs that your body is giving you that you are malnourished, okay? One, you're cold because you don't have enough energy coming in to regulate body temperature, okay? Food is energy. Food is literally fuel for the body. It is what keeps everything going, all right? That's why it's so important to eat whole foods most of the time. You are literally fueling your body. And I wish, you know, we've just become a society of fast food, highly processed, highly additive foods because it's quick and it's easy, but you're not getting the nutrition and you're not operating optimally. You don't feel your best, your energy's in the gutter, digestion's off, you're moody, you know, all of that kind of stuff. All of those symptoms are signs of not eating enough, but then they're also signs of eating crap all the time. And you're not, just because maybe you are eating enough calories, you can still be malnourished because you're not providing good quality nutrients. You're not getting minerals and vitamins and fiber and enough protein and carbohydrates and good sources of fat. You're getting junk. So it's twofold, I guess you could say, on these symptoms. But feeling cold and hair loss are signs that you are malnourished and you need to get your calories up. And so, women, my biggest thing for you guys is you don't need to eat 1,200 calories a day. You don't need to do 2 hours of cardio a day or 15 hours of cardio a week to drop weight. More is not better. More is not better, okay? You want to eat more and move less, and your body will respond, and you will make your, I'm gonna sneeze. Always. In every video, I sneeze. And I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna edit it because that's a Cynthia Williams video. Anyways, women, you have to eat. You have to eat, okay? And don't be scared of eating. Don't be scared of eating. If you do it in a controlled manner, again, you know, you can purchase my program, the Reverse Diet Program, and it will walk you through how to meticulously increase your calories so that you don't put on a lot of weight, you don't put on a lot of body fat, you optimize hormones, gut health, metabolism. But that's what you need to do. You need to increase your calories, and then if you are exercising a ton, you need to pull it back. If you're exercising none, I'm gonna introduce resistance training to you, because again, the more muscle mass you have, the higher metabolism is gonna be, the better you're gonna feel throughout the day. So anyways, all right. So I hope those tips are helpful. I hope if some of these identify with you, you look to trying another program, one that does not keep you in such a calorie deficit all the time so that you're having the symptoms. I would say if you have 3 or more of these symptoms, you are 100% in a calorie deficit and you are not in a good spot and you need to make changes. It's not going to end well. So again, hope it was helpful. You can check out my programs at CynthiaWilliamsFitness.com. You can find me on Instagram, CynthiaWilliams_fitness, Facebook, Cynthia Williams Fitness. Just across the board, you can find me there. Lots of good info across all those platforms, and I will see you guys